Okay, welcome to cooking class number 2. I have my girls here and we're gonna make 100% whole wheat bread today. All right, so I thought this would be good because it was hard to find bread in the store. So if you have a few simple pantry things, ingredients in your pantry, then you can make bread at home. And it's actually easier than you probably would think. I thought it was hard, but I made some about 2 weeks ago and I thought, oh, this is pretty easy. It just takes a lot of time, but time is something we have right now. So first of all, I have about 2.5 teaspoons of yeast I'm going to put in. And the other day we learned about how yeast works, right, Mia? So we're going to put in warm water. It's about a cup of warm water. And we're going to wake up the yeast, right? They're like little monsters. We're going to wake them up. And what do the little monsters like to eat?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, they like to eat sugar.
Sugar. And for this, we're going to use honey, so it's going to be a honey whole wheat bread. So I like the flavor of honey with the whole wheat. We'll put the honey in there. So we'll give those yeast monsters something to eat. And just kind of whisk it together. It should kind of all melt together in this warm water. Now if you're using instant yeast and you know it's pretty fresh, you can just actually throw everything in here all at once and get it going. If you're not sure about your yeast, then you can put it in like this first with some warm water and some sugar. And you can let it set for a minute or two. And you should find bubbles on top of the water. What are the bubbles, Mia?
The yeast farts, they fart carbon dioxide.
Right, so the yeast eats the sugar, or eats on the honey, the sugar, and its waste product is carbon dioxide. So then you get little bubbles on top of the water, and then you'll know that your yeast is working. So I don't know if we want to sit here for a minute and wait. A minute's a long time when we're recording. Maybe we can pause it. You want to pause it? Okay, so we waited a few minutes, and if you look inside, can you show me, Mia? There's like some bubbles, those bubbles on top. It's the carbon dioxide being released from the yeast. So we know our yeast is working. And so this was a cup of warm water, a 1/4 cup of honey, and 2.5 teaspoons yeast. But if I forget ingredients, I'll post the recipe in the description. So now, on our mixer, I'm going to put in everything else. So we have about a 1/4 cup of oil and a 1/4 cup of dry milk, and I think about a little over a teaspoon of salt. And then I never put all the flour in at once. I just kind of do maybe half of it or so at a time. So this is going to take about 3 to 3.5 cups of whole wheat flour. So I think I'll put in maybe about 2.5 cups or so. And then we'll put in our kneading hook here. And one thing I learned is that you don't want to go above speed 2 when you're making dough and using the hook, because I left it to knead and this dough got really stiff, and last time my KitchenAid was smoking, so you don't want to do that. You don't want to break your KitchenAid. So keep it low, and I'm just going to knead it for a little bit. So we're going to knead it until it turns into a dough and it doesn't stick to the sides of the bowl anymore. So obviously where you started, we're not there yet. So I'm just going to have to be patient and let it mix up. When it gets a little more mixed, I'll add more flour until I get kind of the consistency I want. Okay, so we got the consistency we want. I just wanted to show you. So when it's ready, see how the dough's not really sticking to the bowl anymore. So that's what you're looking for. Once you get that, then you want to stop it. And then we'll take this bowl out.
I think you should lower the bowl first.
Oh, you're right. I don't do this very often. Okay. Maybe I should have taken the dough hook out too. Okay. Then you're gonna kind of take this, and I have a bowl here. And I'm gonna spray my bowl over here with some pan. And then I'm gonna just kind of take this dough, stick it in here. I'm gonna let it rest 20 to 30 minutes and then we'll continue. Okay, so we're back. And we let it rest for about 30 minutes. Covered it up, let it rest. And we're gonna oil and grease the counter and have it come out. And now we're just gonna knead it. Just kind of fold one side into it and fold this side into the middle.
Okay.
And then kind of turn it and fold this in.
And
then kind of turn it and fold this
now
in.
I get it.
Kind of get it? That's kind of what I do. So you're gonna knead it for about 6 minutes or so. And then we're gonna stick it back in the bowl, back in the greased bowl again, and cover it for about 1 to 2 hours till it doubles in size. And then we'll start from there. Okay, so it's been, I think, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. My timer, I'm not sure, my timer got shut off, but it's risen nicely. Definitely double in size.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna shape it now and get ready to put in the bread pan. So I'm gonna spray some more pan on there so it doesn't stick. And just turn it out on here. And this is the way I've always kind of shaped bread.
Mom, can I do it?
Well, let me show you first. You can do the next one. So I kind of shape it out into kind of a little rectangle, about 8 inches or so, size of the pan, kind of pat it down. Okay, so I just kind of push it out about 8 inches this way, and then I just kind of start from here. And I just like to roll it tightly. We're gonna make a log. Making a log.
Like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, kind of like a cinnamon roll, yeah. So there's no cinnamon sugar in the middle of this. So I kind of bring the ends in a little bit. Just kind of shape it up into a nice looking log. Okay, so kind of have like a little log like this. And I already greased the bottom of my bread pan. So I'm going to stick it in here.
Just perfect.
Like that.
Looks like a potato, like a really big potato.
Like a long potato. It does, kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then we're going to put some saran wrap on top. I'm going to spray it. Because...
Can I spray it, Mama?
Hold on, you're holding the camera. That might not work very good. Okay, this is just how I
Camera
spray
work.
stuff.
Camera.
Okay.
There we go.
So I put it on a spray like that.
And
then I turn it over.
So then
like that.
the thing will not stick onto the thing.
It won't stick to it as it rises. Yes.
Yeah, because it will still rise a bit more.
Yep, so we have another hour or so. So it kind of rises about 1 inch above the pan, and then we'll bake it in the oven.
Yep.
So we're going to go for a walk, and we'll come back later.
We'll see you in like 1 second.
Okay, well, we're back. And it's been closer to 2 hours. It's a little cold today. You can see it's risen nicely in the pan.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to take this off carefully.
And see, that's why you put the spray on it, so then it will come
stick.
out really easily.
So we're going to stick this in the oven, 350 degree preheated oven for about 35-40 minutes. And after about 20 minutes, you can kind of lightly tent the top to keep it from getting too brown. And also you can use a thermometer, and when it's about 180 or 190 degrees, you know that it's cooked all the way through inside. So it's off to the oven.
Mm-hmm. See you in 40 to 30 minutes or something.
35 to 40 minutes, yep.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, now it's out of the oven. We're going to take it out of the pan.
So, Mom, if you do that, is it supposed to work better so whenever you come out?
I'm just listening it up so it'll come out of the pan better.
Ah, okay. Ooh, that definitely came out easier than I thought it would.
So, and then I'll have to take some butter. Okay, try to hold still. Some butter.
Ooh, that looks so cool.
It gives it a little more flavor.
Mom, can I do it?
And hold on, let me do it real quickly when it's hot. And it kind of makes the top soft. Looks like I have a little air bubble right there.
Yeah.
But
Is that normal?
it happens sometimes.
Is it good or bad?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay,
Okay, so we're putting the butter on there.
It's not bad, but it's not
Make it yummy. And then we're gonna wait for it to cool completely before we slice it up and eat it. So now we need to wait again for it to cool. Okay, so finally we're ready to try our bread. It came out of the oven, we put the butter on top. It's mostly cooled.
Yes.
So we're gonna slice in to it. Are you doing a close-up, Mia? We're
Yes.
gonna slice into it and see how it looks.
Ooh,
Looks pretty good.
Look at that.
And I'll tell you what, when I buy 100% whole wheat bread at the store, my family doesn't like it. They won't eat it. But when I make this one at home, everybody eats it. They love it. So even if you think that you don't like whole wheat bread.
Can I have one, Mama? We had to taste test it, remember?
Okay, hold on. Here. I'll give you a little piece. Tell us what you think.
It's really good.
Okay, did you get a close-up of how the bread turned out inside?
Oh, and this was on Zoom. So
Okay.
probably just not me.
That was probably scary. Okay, did you look at the bread? Let's look at the bread. Doesn't it look yummy? It smells great too.
It smells like bread.
It smells like really good bread. I can smell the honey in it. It just smells really
You
good.
put honey?
It's honey. It's honey. Yep. It's
Oh
honey whole
yeah. Where again?
So this is our honey whole wheat bread. So there you go. So if you're like us, you can stay home, stay safe, and make some bread. Right, Mia?
Yeah.
Okay. Cut. Okay, you can cut it now.